Today's horoscope, Pisces February 25th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today's transits keep you focused and, often, quite preoccupied. The desire to resolve a matter or find its truth can be strong and motivating. There can be a tendency to fixate on a specific topic or idea, which can be positive if you are working on a project that needs your attention. This can be a day for realizing something important about a matter that has kept you tied to the past in unhealthy ways. It's a good time to tie up a loose end, but it's also a fine day for teaming up with others to get something important done or for pursuing a cause or personal interest. With a better idea of what you can and can't do today, your judgment is strong. Your goals are realistic. You are a master of irresistible charm when you want to be Pisces. Today's cosmic wavelength will amplify this 1,000-fold as a carryover from yesterday. Lust, love, and flirtation will become more straightforward than ever. With mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger, dancing in your zodiac sign, he will peer over to mighty Mars, the planet of sex and passion, now firing up your solar house of dating and pleasure. This is a tremendous moment for singles to meet someone new or engage in a feisty and fun conversation to captivate someone's mind. Consider even dating outside of your usual type. This could surprise you. Be strong. Do not go back to old arrangements that do not serve you when the moon in Capricorn trines the south node in Virgo and sextiles the north node in your sign. At first, you might be tempted to revisit old working relationships and contracts. You may want to reach out to clients you have let go or colleagues you have not worked with for some time. While it can be easier to go back to past patterns and habits, it might be sustainable in the long run. Continue focusing on yourself and your career path. There is a good deal of harmony in the air today. Give yourself the opportunity to tune into it through yoga or perhaps some individual tantric practice that you may enjoy already. It's a wonderful asset to have a schedule that includes yoga, because it both calms the mind and tones the body. You need to go regularly in order to receive maximum benefit. You will experience a feeling of heightened well-being. Don't be surprised if you cannot think of anything else but your family members on this day. Your devotion to your clan is often an example to others. Given the presence of your very own vibration today, this will be even more the case. If you have to leave your home to work, be sure to get back as soon as you can. That way you will be able to enjoy the ambience that feels the best to you. A day after the moon not only left your career sector, but just as the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, is settling into her first visit in 4 years, Mars turns direct in a playful and creative part of your chart. While this means that this will see Mars begin his track back to your work sector, which he had retrograde back out of in early January, he won't return until April. By then the momentum on the income and career front will have built up considerably, giving the warrior planet of the cosmos something to fight for when it comes to holding on to a balance between work and play. It is just as Mars turns direct in your romantic sector today that his friendly aspect to Mercury in Pisces peaks. With Mercury moving into his final 7 days in Pisces today but set to retrograde back in before Mars leaves, in Venus, the planet of love, set to do the same. As the tide turns and the brakes come off matters of the heart, it will be with a sense of confidence and support when it comes to giving your heart a voice. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon in Capricorn forms an opposition with newly direct Mars in Cancer, you may find yourself reflecting on past actions and words, gaining a newfound awareness of how they have shaped recent events. This opposition brings an interesting dynamic, as the moon and Mars are in mutual reception, meaning they have the potential to assist each other rather than work against one another. This can create a unique opportunity for self-reflection and growth, allowing you to take ownership of past mistakes while also recognizing the lessons they hold. Have you ever looked back on a situation and realized that with just a little more patience or a different perspective, things might have unfolded differently? Now is the time to embrace those insights, not with regret, but with a sense of empowerment, because every moment of self-awareness brings you closer to becoming the person you strive to be. With this energy in play, you might become more aware of missed opportunities, But rather than dwelling on what could have been, use this time to open your mind to new possibilities. This is a day for forward movement, for releasing old frustrations and embracing a fresh perspective. Mars, now moving direct, supports action, while the moon in Capricorn encourages careful planning and measured steps. If there is something you've been holding on to, resentment, self-doubt, or even an old goal that has felt just out of reach, consider this a cosmic invitation to shift your mindset. The past does not define your future unless you allow it to. What's one thing you can let go of today to make room for something better? Creativity flows through you now, and it's shaping the way you spend your time. There's an urge to express yourself, to dive into activities that allow you to reconnect with parts of yourself that may have been neglected. Whether it's painting, writing, playing music, or even engaging in thought-provoking conversations, your mind craves stimulation. Have you ever rediscovered an old passion and felt like a missing piece of yourself was falling back into place? This is a wonderful time to lean into that feeling. Whether it's picking up an instrument you haven't touched in years or simply allowing your imagination to wander, creative expression will bring both clarity and joy. The energy today also encourages meaningful connections with others. There is something magnetic about optimism, and your current outlook has a way of drawing people in. You may find that friends, colleagues, or even acquaintances are more receptive to your ideas, eager to share in your enthusiasm and vision. If you are in a relationship, this energy strengthens your bond, making communication flow effortlessly. If you're single, your natural charm is heightened, making this a great time to meet someone new. Have you ever met someone at just the right moment in your life, when your energy seemed to align perfectly with theirs? That kind of serendipity is in the air today, so don't be afraid to put yourself out there, whether socially or romantically. If there's something you've been meaning to start, whether it's a project, a personal goal, or even a conversation about a change you want to make, today is a great day to take that first step. Sometimes, the hardest part is simply beginning. If necessary, seek advice or permission where needed, but don't let hesitation hold you back. You may find that once you voice your ideas or take action, you receive more support than you expected. There's a momentum building around you now, and even the smallest step forward can create a ripple effect that leads to bigger opportunities. What's something you've been thinking about doing but haven't acted on yet? Physically, you may feel a strong urge to burn off excess energy. Engaging in some form of movement, whether it's an intense workout, a long walk, or even just stretching, will help bring a sense of balance and release any restlessness. There's something deeply satisfying about pushing yourself physically and feeling your own strength. Have you ever had one of those workouts where you went in feeling frustrated but walked out feeling like a weight had been lifted off your shoulders? That kind of renewal is available to you today. On the financial front, things are beginning to shift in a positive direction. If you've been feeling stuck or uncertain about your financial progress, you may start to notice signs that the momentum is picking up. The obstacles that once seemed immovable are beginning to dissolve, and your instincts for making smart financial moves are reawakening. If an opportunity presents itself, don't let fear hold you back. Have you ever hesitated on a decision, only to look back later and wish you had taken the leap? While it's important to be mindful, don't allow overthinking to paralyze you. Trust yourself and your ability to navigate new opportunities wisely. As the day unfolds, embrace the energy that surrounds you. Reflect on your past, but don't let it weigh you down. Reconnect with your passions and the parts of yourself that bring joy. Strengthen your relationships by showing up authentically and listening with an open heart. Take those first steps toward the goals you've been dreaming about, and trust that even the smallest effort today can lead to something greater in the future.